Welcome to your carrier update brought to you by Powerfleet. I'm Michael Vincent. He's Donnie Gilbert. What's going on, my friend?
Good morning, Michael. How you doing, sir? Well, we're going to talk about a little bit of reefer day, but before we jump into that, we're going to look at the FreightWaves National Truckload Index, but we're going to talk about the business day report. Now, yesterday, Thomas came on, he talked about the regular National Truckload Index, but the difference between what we're looking at here and what Thomas was looking at yesterday is we're going to take out a few days of the week that there's a lot of volatility.
Gotcha.
Saturday and Sunday. Everybody's worked the weekends.
Right.
Everybody knows that, unless you have your contacts on a Saturday, it's very tough to get a truck. So knowing that, if you have to jump in on the spot market on a Saturday or Sunday and jump in and find you a truck, the rates can be extremely volatile.
Sure.
So using a 7-day average, those 2 days can kind of throw off a week. Lower volumes, but the volatility in the rates can be quite different. So we've taken this index and we've taken those 2 days out, and we call it, just the 5 business days. So here, of course, now we see the same trends as what we saw, because right now everything is trending down. So, but I kind of compared, what's going on just so you can see how bad it is to the business days. I put my cursor on the 14th. So a month ago it was $3.33. This includes fuel, and now we're down to $2.88. So a 45-cent difference in the cost right now, just over a 1-month period.
Wow.
And these are spot rates. So this shows, which direction we're going right now. Now, over the past few days down here, we've seen it kind of level out a little bit. And hopefully that, at least the decline has stopped. We're past May 15th. I told all my customers, Mike, to kind of benchmark and think about May 15th. Going forward after May 15th, we want to see things start to turn around. If they do not start to turn around, Mike, then we can be maybe in a little bit more trouble than, as we were talking about. The bloodbath, the freight recession. Now, Mr. Fuller said freight recession. He didn't say a recession in our economy, just a recession in the freight industry, which meaning spot rates are lower than contract. So this is something that we really want to keep an eye on, especially going between now and about June 15th, when we want to see things start to turn back around, and hopefully it'll get a lot more healthy for our carriers.
So that'll be an indication that we break out of this downturn, out of the pandemic, and are getting back to levels where we're going to see seasonality start to take over some of those trends.
So today we're going to hop over on my next chart here, and we're going to talk about reefer, because this is really important for reefer, getting into produce season. So coming up, I'm going to show you some maps that have to do with our volumes, our rejection rates, and then we're going to get into number 2. We're going to get into some change maps and lane rejection rates. And then in our last session, we're going to use our market dashboard and our track data and go through some actual lanes. So coming up here in the next part, we're going to kind of break down reefer, see what's going on, see what's going to happen, and talk about some produce as well.
Excellent stuff. Thank you so much, Donnie. We'll look forward to that right now. I'm going to toss it over to Sydney Edwards and our headlines.